Well, hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. All right, you see me in the kitchen. Actually, I'm in the lower hall of our church. And yeah, I've been meaning to do this for a while now. There's so many people who have been fighting the flu this last while, especially in this cold weather. Sometimes that tends to trigger flu symptoms and all of that. But anyway, I have a remedy for anybody who wants to fight off colds during this season. My cousin, he gave me this home remedy and I want to share it with you. It's working for me and so I feel it'll work for you as well. It involves a lemon and some organic honey, or as close to organic as you can. This here is Super Dave's honey from Nipawin, Saskatchewan. So shout out to Super Dave. I usually use Hilbert honey here in Humboldt, but I was all out of it, so I had to quickly run to Co-op to grab me some honey. Now, like I said, we want to get it as close to organic as possible. None of this syrupy cornstarch stuff. You need the real deal. All right. So your lemon, though, you need to make sure you wash it properly. I'm using some special water here to dissolve all the chemicals that are used to spray our fruits and vegetables. I can talk to you about that later, a different day. But anyway, if you don't have access to that, you can always just use baking soda and water. So 1 teaspoon of baking soda to 2 cups of water. Maybe you can do a couple cups of water and then add your baking soda to it accordingly. Remember, 1 teaspoon to 2 cups of water. Wash your fresh produce. It'll get rid of all the chemicals used to spray it. And then you take it. I have my plate that's serving as a cutting board. And you cut it in such a way that you leave the peel on it. Now, that's why it's so important to make sure you wash your lemon really well so that none of the chemicals used to preserve it will remain on there. And so you cut it into cubes. I don't know if I can get this. I'll cut a few slices here and then we'll show you. In the meantime, hope you're having a good day. It's quite cold here in Humboldt, but thank God for warmth. Praise the Lord. Thank God for heat. Thank God for a warm inside, indoors. All right, so we are cutting these lemon slices. We're going to cut them into cubes, little squares, and we are going to put them in this mason jar here that I have, ready to go. I think I'm going to fast forward this part of the video so that you're not so bored. Either way, like I said, this works wonders. You know, the Bible talks about how the Lord has given grass to the beasts of the field and he's given men herbs. He's given herbs for the service of men. So these natural products here, wow, are God inspired and God ordained. We just need to know more about these kind of things. You know, the pharmaceutical companies will never promote this. Why? Because they want you to buy their products so they can make a profit. But anyway, we won't go down that pathway this afternoon. So yeah, you just cut nice and small the lemon and make sure you have the peel in there. You know why? Because in the peel, that's where most of the flu kicking substance is. We know that lemons have vitamin C. They also have the antioxidants, which get rid of free radicals, the things that can cause sickness in us. And yeah, the peel is very potent. It has a lot of the it has oils in it, vitamin C oil. So it's very potent. So then you put that in the mason jar. All right. This is going to be a very quick video. I'm already at 5 minutes. Oh my Lord. Okay. Keep going, keep going. By the way, shout out to all the Canadian companies that are taking care of our produce and our food. Even this honey, like I mentioned, it's from Canada. You know, people are a little bit up in arms with what's going on in the States, but sometimes when we're faced with challenges, they can produce or bring out on the inside gifts and skills that we never thought we had. So maybe this is an opportunity for Canada to step up and dig deep the treasures that have been buried inside of her. God keep our land glorious and free. Okay, so I think I got enough of the lemon in here. All right, so you see it in there? All right, ready to go. And so we will take our Super Dave's honey. I love the Canadian maple leaf there, the seal. So there it is. Oh, this is creamed honey, nice and soft. Okay, so we're gonna take, a chunk about like this, okay? And put it in there with about half of our lemon that we used, okay? Ooh. And then we're gonna take another chunk, all right, like so. Ooh. And then we're gonna we want to pretty much immerse the lemon in the honey, okay? So I think I'm going to put another chunk in here. Remember, it's like half a lemon, medium-sized lemon, and then we just mix it together. Mix, mix, mix. By the way, this tastes really, really good. Very refreshing. Come on, come on. Pretty much you need to gauge it in such a way that if you were to take a spoonful of this mixture, you would see way more lemon pieces than the honey, right? So the enzymes in the honey are going to work with the lemon, and it's going to break it down, and the honey will absorb all the nutrients as well, or a lot of it. And honey is also antibacterial as well. Yes? They don't teach this stuff to medical students. Why? Because the medical system already has a strategy together with the pharmaceuticals to sell drugs. I'm not knocking down doctors. I'm not knocking down, these methods of bringing healing to people. But for lack of knowledge, my people perish. There's so much simpler things we can do that are more beneficial for our body than to take cold FX or, these other chemically enhanced products. We can take natural stuff like this that just gets rid of all those flu symptoms, etc. I'm going to put a little bit more lemon in this, just a little bit. And when you do that, you let it sit in the fridge for a few hours, okay? For a few hours. And let the nutrients all gel together with the enzymes of the honey. And after the few hours, you take, if you're already not well, I would suggest taking 2 to 3 tablespoons of this. You can't really overdose with this. Okay, it's honey and lemon. at the end of the day. All right. But if you're feeling really, really, really horrible, I would suggest taking 2 to 3 tablespoons. Okay, not heaping tablespoons, just tablespoons. Okay, and yeah, at least maybe 2 times a day if you're feeling very, very sick. You can also take this as a maintenance, which I do at times. You know, when you start feeling better, you quit taking stuff. But yeah, as a maintenance, it's good to take it at least once a day, every day, once a day. And that'll be a tablespoon once a day. All right. If you feel the flu is coming on, it's not quite there, but it's trying to come, I would suggest taking this once a day. All right. Just a couple of days ago, I was at a conference, and I don't know if I picked something up there. I don't know, but right away I went and I took some, went to Co-op again, bought some honey, took some lemon, and did this concoction. And man, oh man, woo! Look, I also believe in prayer. There's a spiritual side to things, yes, and there's also the physical side to things too. So we need to just do it all, right? Yes, sir, Bob. Okay, so I'm just deciding to add more lemon. Like I said, the honey to lemon ratio needs to be such that there's more lemon than the honey. Hopefully that makes sense. But the amount of honey that I put in, it looks like I just need to use my full lemon. And we are good to go. All right. Now, as I said, you need to take at least one a day, 1 tablespoon a day of this to maintain good health, especially in what they call flu season. We're not looking for the flu, by the way. We are just taking preventative measures here. Now, the other reason why I'm cutting these lemon pieces small is so that we can chew them when we take them in the tablespoon. So I'm just going to demonstrate here. Just going to mix this up a little bit more. So delicious, by the way. The kids will love it. I know that much. I tried it on a 7-year-old. She was so proud of herself. She came to me and said, all done, all finished, all gone. It's like, okay, this stuff tastes good. All right, so I made a little bit here from before. I used honey that had cinnamon in it. I didn't realize it, so that's why it's this color. But anyway, it'll all like kind of melt once it's sat for a bit. Like I said, there are enzymes in the honey. And I'm just going to take it to demonstrate. Like, you need demonstration, right? But, you know, some people will be like, oh, like, these chunks are kind of big, or am I supposed to eat it with the peel? Yes, because like I said, in the peel of the lemon is where the power is, all right? The vitamin C's, the vitamin C oil is very potent and fights these bugs. So yeah, you just take like I said, a spoonful if it's just to maintain.